Hello, everybody. My name is Sean, and one thing I want to make clear before I talk about the topic of this video is that I, of course, haven't really made any Arkham content before, let alone done a video like this. But I've been a longtime fan of this series ever since the beginning. I've grown up with these games, almost learned everything I can about them, and absolutely admired the amazing storytelling throughout this series. Besides, you know who. Anyways, I want to talk about not just the new Arkham game coming out, Arkham Shadow, but also kind of the state of the Arkhamverse right now. Of course, I'm going to have to first talk about the huge elephant in the room. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. I didn't even know where to start first, but I decided to start at the fact that it really retconned a lot of things. One of the first big retcons is that the Arkham games has never once indicated that the multiverse even exists. The only reason they did that is because it's an easy way to bring back dead characters, and I just find that extremely lazy. Second retcon is that Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad is definitely not the same Harley Quinn we've seen throughout the Arkham series. She was probably one of the most twisted versions of Harley Quinn we've ever seen in media, so obsessed with the Joker that she was willing to do a multitude of terrible and evil things just for him. She helped Joker kill innocent children to then dismember and sew them back, but all mixed up. She also helped Joker kill a child slowly with Titan and convinced the father to kill himself just so Joker can have his own amusement park.
He told Dr. Young to triple the dosage of her alternative meds, but that only seemed to make things worse. She died last week, and the pain is unbearable. Dr. Quinzel says it won't get better. She says the pain will just get worse, and that there's no point in going on. She's right. She always is. I signed the park over to Jack, and my only hope is that he does something inspiring with it.
Then, in Harley Quinn's revenge, after the Joker dies, she was willing to kill herself by bombing the steel mill with innocent people and Robin inside just so she could be with the Joker again.
You should have left me to die. Then I could have been back together with Mr. J.
Quiet.
She was a psychopath, almost just as irredeemable as the Joker was. But somehow in Suicide Squad, just a few years after Arkham Knight, she's already over him and says he was just a phase.
How?
Hell no. Been there, done that, got the scars, did some healing. I'm not into that type anymore.
I find that really, really hard to believe. Third retcon is that Batman is somehow back, even though in Arkham Knight he pretty much vowed to never be Batman again.
I will see you again, right?
No one will. Gotham needs something more, something worse to defend her. She needs a new myth. A legend more powerful than I can be right now. A legend that can only rise from the ashes of the Batman.
And why come back into the public spotlight when everyone knows who you are, especially in this universe, considering many thugs in Arkham Knight wanted to sue him after he was revealed to be Bruce Wayne. There are many more retcons in Suicide Squad, like Killer Moth being back even though he's dead, Commissioner Gordon somehow having a son, but those were some of the major ones I can think off the top of my head. Another big problem with Suicide Squad is, of course, the major disrespect to the heroes. Do I even really need to say more? We literally have a scene where Boomerang tries to piss on Flash's corpse. That is just downright stupid and disgusting. And the major disrespect to Batman is just unbelievable. And before anyone goes into the comments and says they disrespected Kevin Conroy, they didn't. He wanted to do this role himself. Although I can kind of see where these people are coming from, because if you were to tell Kevin that his last role as Arkham Batman would be an evil, brainwashed version that gets shot on a park bench, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have taken it. But still, everybody, including himself, didn't know he was going so soon, and nobody is to blame for that. But anyways, they still disrespected Batman so much in Suicide Squad, it's just purely disappointing. To see Batman just be evil and cruel because of brainwashing is just tragic.
Hey, Bruce! Still using shadows to scare the crap out of us criminals, huh? Don't sweat it. Batman doesn't kill people.
Green Lantern, I have the Flash. Your 4 escaped criminals. They led me right to him. No, not a threat at all. Still, let their corpses strike fear into those who'd resist.
Throughout this series, it's been about how Batman was afraid of becoming what he fights against, but ultimately getting over that fear in Arkham Knight. But now, because of shitty writing, he's being forced to become what he used to fear. WB Games and the new team at Rocksteady just simply don't understand the deep storytelling of the Arkham series, and that's a big slap in the face to the Arkham fans. Next, I want to talk about the upcoming Arkham Shadow game and the few problems I have with it. First off, the big problem, at least for me, is that it's a VR game. And I'm not trying to say that VR games are necessarily bad or terrible. It's just that there are certain games that don't work well in VR. And the Arkham games are an example of this. Think about it. Arkham's free flow, combat, and predator system wouldn't be able to execute smoothly in VR. And that's a big problem considering that the Arkham games are known for how smooth the combat and predator system is. But let's say they don't have it and make it more of a detective game. That would be stupid because it would just be a repeat of Arkham VR. Another problem is that it's exclusively for the Meta Quest 3. People aren't always going to be able to afford a Meta Quest 3, especially after people bought the Meta Quest 2. To me, this exclusivity stuff is just a way to make money, and it's just really annoying to have to buy a new VR headset just to play one game even though you already have a VR headset. Lastly, another problem or question is, who even asked for this? If somebody told me the next Arkham game will be VR, I wouldn't believe them. It doesn't even matter if you're the biggest supporter of VR, nobody asked for this. The fans want an actual new Arkham game, not a tech demo disguised as a new Arkham game. I still think Arkham Shadow will be better than Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League since it's being made by other people, but at best, it's going to be just as good as Arkham VR. The last thing I want to quickly talk about is pretty much the state of the Arkhamverse right now and why, in my opinion, it's pretty much dead. When WB Games decided to make Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League a part of the Arkhamverse, they killed it, and they want us to continue like nothing has happened. There's no coming back from a failure as big as Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It doesn't matter how much money you throw at it, and it doesn't matter if you hire new people. The damage has already been done. The best thing they can do now is just leave it alone and let the Arkham legacy rest in peace. Thank you all for watching this video. I want to give a quick shout out to some of the YouTubers speaking out against WB and the current state of the Arkhamverse. Shoutouts to Salvage, Slickmoff, Demigod, The Adam Smith, Degenerate J, and M Enterprises. Their channel links will be in the description of this video. Feel free to drop a like if you liked it, and feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. Have a really great day or night. Peace.